Let's bring this out. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse number 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, right? Then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, this is the same time where the Most High started to visit the world which he made.
Right.
Right, and again, the Lord, he's visiting the earth. How does he visit the earth with death, destruction, and touching the earth by having the prophecies come fast? How do y'all feel about what's going on in the earth right now? Right? Yeah, so more don't know what's going on. Right, but nevertheless, the Lord, he's touching the earth. And he's starting with the nasty Amalekites. Let's get Exodus chapter 17 and verse 14. All right, Exodus chapter 17 and verse number 14. All right, so the Lord, again, he has war with Amalek from generation to generation. And you see what he's doing to them right now. And all throughout history, what he's been doing to the so-called Amalekites.
Right.
Slaughtering them, killing them, even to this very second.
Bring it out.
Right, you had last Friday, I believe that was Friday, they woke up with 5,000 rockets in their land, in our land. Right, you had the Hamas shooting rockets 5,000, and ever since then they kept stirring it up. Right, you got a precept, you can bring it up, you can bring us off first. This is the book of 1 Samuel, chapter 15, verse number 3. What's the spirit? I was just gonna get that next. Right, you even had Saul slaying the Amalekites. Right. So the Lord's always had this spirit against Amalek. We don't read it. Now and go, smite Amalek, and utterly destroy all they have, and spare them not. Right, so Samuel commanded Saul to smite all the Amalekites and spare them not. Right, and again, our Heavenly Father, our God, Yahweh, he's a man of war.
Right.
He's not a man that just hugs and kisses. Someone that just loves and gets down with just teddy bears all day. Right. No, the God of the Bible is a man of war. If you didn't know that, then you know that now. And everything that you see that's happening on the earth is because of the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites. Right. Right. And again, that's going to be known to the inhabitants of the earth in the last days. Read on. Now and go smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have, and spare them not, but slay both man and woman. But do what?
But slay both man and woman.
So what Saul was supposed to do, ultimately, that's what the heathens doing now. Right? The so-called Hamas and the Israelite man, he's going there. It's news articles coming out saying that they're decapitating babies.
Right. Madness.
How do y'all feel about the Jewish man babies being decapitated right now?
Call Allah.
Right, so these other nations, they don't know what's going on. And again, they're asleep, not knowing that all this is the signs of the time. Hey, brother, hey, check this out real quick. I got a question. You know what's going on in the world right now? How about you, sir? So-called white man. Right, so no one knows what's going on. But it's a blessing that the Lord woke us up and allows us to see everything that's happening. Right. You know what this? But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. Right. And Samuel Saul gathered the people together and numbered them in Talihim, and 200,000 footmen and 10,000 men of Judah. And Saul came to the city of Amalek and laid wait in the valley. And Saul said unto the Keenites, go and depart, get you down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. Right, and that's a beautiful verse right there. Right. He said, y'all let us better get away, because if I come and you found with them, you're going to get it too. Right. And that's the spirit that we had back then in righteousness. Right, that hatred for the so-called Jewish man and these other nations. Right. He said, hey, I'm about to come and smite these people. If you found with them, you're going to get it too. Hey, right. Brother, check this out real quick. I got a question. You know what's going on in the world right now? All right, what's going on? Too much war. Not enough love. Well, you got to separate from your enemy, brother. Right. Before they show you no love. Right. Right. So again, you have back then, our ancestors' mindset was to go and slay the heathen, and whoever was found join hand in hand with them, they was going to get it too. If only we had this spirit today. If only the so-called black and Hispanic man had this spirit and righteousness today, I mean, it would be a beautiful day in Israel. Right? We wouldn't be in this area where we are now. Right? But nevertheless, this is why it's important to go back to the origin, how our mindset was, and have our heart fixated with the righteousness of the Lord back then. Teach up. And see the hatred that we have for the so-called white man and these other nations. Right. Right, we don't? It's like, lest I destroy you with them,
For ye shew kindness unto all the children of Israel when they came out of Egypt. So the Canaanites departed from among the Amalekites.
Chapter verse 15. And this is a beautiful chapter. I mean, the whole 2 Samuel 15 is just a whole beautiful chapter in itself. Right, we know?
Verse 15. And Saul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and the oxen to sacrifice unto the Lord thy God.
And so the instruction was to slay everything, right? Completely slaughter everyone, the men, the women, etc.
Right.
Right, read.
To the sacrifice unto the Lord thy God, and the rest we have utterly destroyed. And Samuel said unto Saul, stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord has said to me this night.
Because Saul, he didn't put his full heart in the service. He kind of half-assed, right? He slew a lot of people, but he still left some alive, left the king alive, saved some of the women and the cattle. Man. When the Lord told him to just obliterate everything. Right, you know?
And he said unto him, say on.
Weekday, that's crazy. He got the nation's more on fire than Jake. He chill with his basketball every day. Right, every day. Read this.
Verse 17. Verse 16. Then Samuel said unto Saul, stay, and I will tell thee what the Lord has said unto me this night. And he said unto him, say on. And Samuel said, when thou wast little in thy own sight, thus now thou made the head of the tribes of Israel, and the Lord anointed thee king over Israel. And the Lord sent thee on the journey and said, go and utterly destroy the sinners of Amalek.
Amigo, hermano, un minuto por la Biblia.
Uh-oh.
Por Jesus Cristo.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right, read this.
See that?
Go and utterly destroy the sinners of Amalekites and fight against them until they be consumed.
Hey, brother, check this out 1 second. I got a question.
Come here, King.
I got a question. How do you feel about what's going on in the world right now? With the Jewish man and the... Okay. Prophesy. Okay.
So, I'm not really bothered about it, but I know God is
Exactly. Now, did you know that the whole reason why this has happened, like you said, is because of prophecy? Meaning that the Lord, he's causing all this to happen.
I'm saved.
You say?
Yeah.
How do you know that, though? Because, again, it's a lot of Jewish people that say that they were saved.
Baptized. I hear from God. I read this every day. I praise God. No, I'm not.
But did you know that the Jewish man, a lot of them said the same thing. And again, they woke up. A lot of them didn't end up waking up after what God did.
They said, thou shalt not. They said, thou shalt not kill. But they killed Jesus Christ because they killed somebody on the Sabbath day. But the law still says, thou shalt not kill. So you still went against God. So they don't believe in the New Testament, they believe in the Old Testament, Moses way. So basically they're worshiping Moses, not God.
Okay. Now let me tell you this. Let's get Revelation 29.
Come.
Now, well, that's good that you know what happened with the history, but he's just got a little of it twisted up. What happened was the Jewish man, the so-called white man, they're actually not the people of the book.
I know.
So who's the real people of the book? Black people.
Oh.
Even, like, I know to the point of the tribal Judah is part of like the Nigerian culture in Africa. Because if you go through their history, they came from Mecca.
Madness.
This book says that
Death on the
Israel is
earth.
gonna be a land of milk and honey.
Right.
And this is what we got today. We don't got natural resources.
Now, why is that? Let's get Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3. Well, the reason for that is because we're supposed to be in that land. When the righteous are in that land, the land tends to flourish. Righteousness is in the land. But what happened? The strangers, now they're in our land. The so-called Jewish man, he just got placed in that land in 1948.
But you know God said that was God's truth. That's it.
Because he did. Why? Because us, the real Jews, the so-called black men, the real Jews, right? Hold on, brother.
I'm looking for something real quick.
Oh, you're an Israelite, all right, King? I don't know if you get flyers.
I got two more.
Real quick, before you read this real quick.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse number 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
Which what?
Which say they are Jews. Which say they are Jews. Hold on, brother.
You're an Israelite, brother. You're an Israelite, all right, King?
Look into that. Don't drop that.
You an Israelite, brother. See, Jay get that's that
Yes.
Kanye West spirit.
So he said Jew, he left. He was trying to get up out of there.
See, he looked over and then tried to get up out of there.
Right.
And then Nick Cannon spirit. The minute you know that you got a feeling you a Jew. Then when you bring it out, it's like, okay, hold on. The so-called Jewish man's over there. What the hell with the Jewish man?
Right.
Right? The so-called black man is the real Jews
Right.
according to the Bible.
Right.
Let's get Jeremiah 1 and 18.
Teach up.
Let's get Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse number 18. See, we out here to proclaim truth. We're not out here just giving, just letting people hear what they want. No, we're out here to proclaim truth boldly. Right, to the so-called black and Hispanic man, you are the true Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
The Israeli, the fake Jews.
Right.
The reason why they getting all that belt to ass is because they're not the real Jews.
Right.
Let's read it.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1, verse 18.
Right.
For behold, I have made thee this day a defense city,
Right.
and the iron pillar,
Right.
raising walls against the whole land.
Right, so us few brothers are raising walls against the whole land.
Right.
And we're going to proclaim truth boldly because nothing is going to happen unless it comes from the Lord.
Right.
Right, we don't? And you got brothers, when they hear that, they run up the street.
Right.
When the Lord said that we're a defense city.
Right.
Right, read.
Against the kings of Judah,
Right.
against the princes of thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land.
Right, and against everybody of the land, we're a defense city. Nobody can come up here and overthrow what's going on.
Right.
But yet you got the so-called Jewish man, Amalek,
Right.
they're getting overthrown daily. They're getting thrust through as we speak.
Right.
Crying now, you just got a video came out of a so-called, I believe he was an Amalekite little boy freestyling.
Right.
Talking about the injustice of what's going on over there.
Man,
The Lord not hearing about your freestyle.
They told him pick up a gun and get busy.
Yeah. And they told him, yeah, you over there trying to freestyle. Freestyle's not gonna help the people. Nothing's gonna help the people.
Go stand in your ops.
Right, yeah. Go get back.
Yeah.
Right, go get your get back. Let's get Jeremiah 30 and 7. See,
Bring it out.
what's going on now is gonna happen to the heathen. You got brothers in the comments saying, hey, little N-word, go get your get back. Right? Just going in on them. But again, everything that's happening to the so-called black men is trying to happen to the heathen. Now they babies getting taken, babies getting beheaded. Right? You read in 2 Maccabees, the 6th chapter, 2 Maccabees, the 7th chapter, the 8th chapter, how they was doing our kids and our babies.
Right.
Hey, brother, check this out real quick. I got a question.
What's up?
How do you feel about what's going on in the world right now? Well, you got the so-called Jewish man, he's getting there in the war with the so-called Arab man, Hamas, and all this hell breaking loose. How you feel? So you said you never heard? You ain't been paying attention?
Teach him, Mark.
Let's get Mark 13, verse 35. Let's get Mark 13 to 35 real quick. Well, brother, this is the best time for you to pay attention about what's going on. You said something? Israel and Palestine.
Right.
All hell breaking loose. And again, it's a important time because you got some prophecy. And the things that's happening now, the Lord spoke of it years ago. And now we see it come to pass. And for that reason, he commanded us to watch. Because if you're not watching, I mean, honestly, you're just going to get caught laughing. Right, hold that real quick. Give me Revelation 32. If you're not watching, you're going to get caught loafing. As they say. I mean, Jake, so-called black, they use these kind of terms now. I'm never lacking. I'm always on point. You got to be spiritually on point and tuned in to what's going on in the world. I mean, he knows what's going on. You said Israel and Palestine. Everybody knows about it because all hell is breaking loose. Let's read this real quick.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, and verse number 2. Verse number 3. Remember, therefore, how thou hast received and heard, and hold fast and repent. If therefore thou shalt not watch,
Thou shalt not what?
If thou shalt not watch.
You're not watching what's going on, you know?
I will come on thee as a thief, and thou shalt not know what honor I will call upon thee.
You're not watching the Lord, he might just pop up with a surprise. Next thing you know, you're not watching, then a miracle get bombed. And now it's in the hand of the Lord. But you wasn't prepared because you wasn't watching. Let's get Matthew chapter 16, verse 1 real quick. Let's get Matthew 16 and 1. So I'm pretty sure on a regular sense, if it was about to rain, how would you know if it was about to rain? Let's say it wasn't no weather app. You went outside, you kind of looking at the clouds. You can tell from the clouds it was about to rain. Right, you kind of feel the mist in the air. You got that smell of the grass kind of change. So you can tell on the carnal level, on the carnal sense, when it's gonna rain, when it may snow, these different things. You have to have your mind same way spiritually to where you know, okay, this thing is happening in the world, so then this may come to pass. You're linking it up with the Bible, okay, the Bible said this is going to happen. Now you watch it, and it's almost like you like a spiritual weatherman, but with a spiritual eye. Let's read this real quick, Matthew 16.
This book of Matthew, chapter 16, verse number 1. The Pharisees also with Sadducees came and tempted and desired him that he would shew him a sign from heaven. And he answered and said unto them, when is the evening? He said.
So they wanted to see a sign. So if you're really the Lord, tell us a sign of your coming. And this is what he's about to tell them. Read verse 2 again.
He answered and said unto them, when is it evening? He said, it will be fair weather.
When it's evening, it says fair weather, you know.
For the sky is red, and in the morning it will be foul weather today.
You can tell when the weather's going to happen before it happens, just by how the sky is. Like, read.
For the sky is red and lowered. O ye hypocrites, can you discern the face of the sky? Or can you not discern the signs of the time?
He said, oh, you hypocrites. You can discern the face of the sky and when the weather's going to come, but you can't discern the signs of the time. The signs of the time is the prophecies that's coming to pass, that's rolling up on the earth. You can tell because, again, everything that you read about in the Bible, not everything, but a lot of the things that's happening is coming to pass right now.
Right.
And right now is the perfect time to watch. So, what's your nationality, your race, according to the Bible? Black. Now, you read the Bible?
Christian.
Okay, cool. All praise. So, we read the Bible, it talks about every nation, how the Lord created man, and every nation history is written up in the Bible. It's history. Covers everyone's history. If I was to ask you where's your history at in the Bible, what would you tell me?
I wouldn't be able to say that. Only read the Bible like twice. I'm still learning a lot more about it. I wouldn't be able to see the right answer.
Okay. So what you're going to kind of find out is that the word black man, African American, Negro, nigga, these words are not in the Bible. Yet your nationality is somewhere in the Bible because again it speaks of everyone's English life. So our job is to find out what the Lord talked about is within this holy book. This is another one from the book of all the women. Everybody wants this Bible. And what you're going to come to find out is that this is a book of the Israelites, written by the Israelites to the Israelites, and according to the Bible and prophecy and archaeology and history, the so-called black and Hispanic man will be the Israelites that you read about in the Bible to this day. Let me show you that. Let's get you around this screen here. That's all. Alright, we're going to give it for a minute, probably about an hour. Alright, I'm going to give you a flood.
Come.
But before you leave, brother, remember, you are Israel. I'm going to read this one verse before you leave. Let's get around the 28.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 48, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt means slavery. The Lord is prophesying about that. About one big historic event that happened to the Israelites. It says you're going to go into Egypt, which means slavery again, you know.
With ships.
With ships.
Black people get to America.
With ships.
So the Lord said in the Bible, the Israelites are going to go into slavery or with slave ships. What nation of people did that happen to in history? What nation, like one of the transatlantic slave trade, what did that happen to? Yeah, us. Now, what do you know about the transatlantic slave trade? Remember they took us from Africa to where? America. And that the transportation we use was ships to go across the waters. So read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Again, Egypt being a slave, he's going to bring us into slavery again with ships. The so-called black man and Hispanic man is the only race recorded to ever go into slavery by way of slave ships. Yet the Lord, he didn't call them black in the Bible or Hispanic, he called us the Israelites. So if this happened to the Israelites, we're looking at history and see that it happened to us, then according to the Bible, what would be our true race? The what? If the Israelites, if it was prophesied that they went into slavery, meaning in the future, as Moses writing, he says the so-called black man in the future is going to go into slavery or slave ship. But he didn't say black man, he said the Israelites. So if that happened to the Israelites, and we see it happen to us in history, then what would be the name of our true race according to the Bible? The Israelites. That's played up on tables, and that's written up in the Bible. Turns out that the Bible is actually a history book. It's not a book of fairy tale or a book of religion. It's a book, again, that your ancestors wrote from old, but through captivity and slavery, our minds got changed to make it think it was about a book of religion. So I know you're finna leave. The brother will give you a flyer. Look into the information. All you already got. Again, you're an Israelite. You gotta repent and keep God's commandments. All right, brother? All right, now real quick, what's your nationality? Israelite.
God.
Israelite.
That's right, brother.
All right, Markwise. What's your name? Kim. You're Markwise. All right, you see,
Nice to meet you, brother.
Eric? Okay.
Eric, I'm Zah. I'm Zah. Nice to meet you, my man.
Let's move.
Come. That's the Lord wouldn't last one soul.
Hold on.
He's got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Esau was even winning.
Yeah.
All right, but Lord, what are you looking to?
Lord had him shut up.
Yeah. See that? This man, you got that's spiritual. You got Jake said, hey, I don't know. You been watching, nope. But yeah, Esau knows what's going on. Why? If that was his real friend, why is he letting them know what's going on in the world? All hell is breaking loose. He was quick to say Israel and Palestine.
Right.
Right. Israel and Palestine. Hey, he looked like he wanted to say something.
With his dirty computer at night.
Yeah.
Just looking up stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, the keyboard probably all sticky. Then he just happened to see Israel and Palestine in that war. He aimed it out. Damn, did God knows what.
So what you doing? He said nothing?
Right. You know, Esau. So Esau kind of know what's going on, but Jake mind just going all in the world. Right? You don't want your mind going too far in this world. Now, you can drop that. Go back to Exodus chapter 17.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. Right, you an Israelite. Hey, sister, you got 1 minute for the Lord? 1 minute for Jesus Christ? Wow.
The Lord woke you up this morning, sis.
Wow, you don't have 1 minute for Christ? Well, you got to repent and keep God's commandments. Let's read this.
17 There's the book of Exodus, chapter 17, and verse 15. And Moses built an altar and called in the name of the Yehovah,
Yahweh Nisi.
Yehovah Nasi, for he said, because the Lord has sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation.
So the Lord promised, he swore, and he's going to have war with the Jewish man from generation to generation.
Right.
Right, the Lord is not letting up his hand on the so-called white man.
Right.
The Lord is not going to let up his hand on the so-called Palestinian man.
Right.
The Lord is not going to let up his hand from the earth.
Right.
If anything, he's going to add more destruction. And that's what we pray. We pray that the Most High says more famine, more deaths to the heathen, more destruction. Right, at the camp, we thought the same prayer. All right, you got a precept? Time. Before you get your precept, we get Sirach 36 and verse number 1. Right, so again, at the camp, we thought the same prayer is good. The blessed for Israel and the curse for the heathen. Right, and again, this is a showing of the Lord answering our prayers. Hey brother, come check this out real quick. Come here real quick. Brother, come here real quick. Stop walking. Turn around.
Damn.
Right, again, Jake head just gone in the world. All right, read this real quick. Sirach 36.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36, and verse number 1. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and send the fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee.
So this is a prayer from Sirach, praying to the Most High that he sends fear upon all the nations. Now, Sirach is a righteous man. Sirach is a just man. Hey, brother, I got a quick question. What's your race according to the Bible?
Brother.
What's going on in the world, brother?
Brother.
Like, we doing?
Verse 3, as thou hast, like, verse 2, verse 3, lift up thy hand against the strange nations, and let them see thy power.
Right.
As thou was sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us.
Right.
And let them know thee, as we have known thee,
Right.
that there is no God, but only one thou.
He said, hey, Lord, let these nations know you like how we know you. Let them know your judgments like how we know your judgments.
Right.
Right? We know that the Lord, he killed millions and billions of people and left 8 in the flood. How the Lord sent fire upon Sodom and Gomorrah and killed all the Sodomites. How the Lord continually shows his hand and just the amount of death that he says within the earth daily. Right? Every second someone is giving up the ghost, and it's all from the hand of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Latino?
Yeah.
Mi hermano.
All right, read.
Verse number 6.
Un minuto por la Biblia. Fam.
Minuto family.
La familia. Un minuto.
¿Creen en la Biblia? Familia.
Read on.
La Biblia.
Shew new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm.
He said, shew new signs and make other strange wonders. And again, this is a beautiful prayer to the death of the so-called heathen, of the heathen, to the wicked. Right? And again, this is the prayers of the saints being heard in the last days of the Most High constantly throwing down the so-called white man, the Amalekite. And it's a beautiful thing. Out of all the nations, right, Amalek is going down right now.
Right.
It's a beautiful thing. Right? Again, you got
Woo.
brothers doing backflips, brothers rejoicing, brothers sitting back eating popcorn, thanking the Most High,
Right.
Sister.
going into the precepts.
Right.
Hey, sister. Hey, sister. You an Israelite.
And the black.
Be Israelites. Right, so read on.
That they may set forth thy wondrous works,
Sister.
raise up indignation, and pour out wrath. Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy.
Take away the adversary and destroy the enemy. Yet you still got Jake saying, man, I don't know. Me personally, I ain't got no enemies. Right? Well, that's just y'all. Y'all can get the white man, y'all enemies. I'm just cool. Well, you got silent praying that the Lord take away the enemies. And you can bring out your precept. Right? And again, this is a beautiful thing because this shows that the Lord is hearing our prayers. Right? Everyone that's praying for peace, the Lord's not hearing it. All these Christians that's praying for peace.
What's going on, brother?
Everything goes well. Hey, brother, come check this out. 1 second. Now I got a question. How do you feel about everything that's going on in the world? With Palestine and Israel and Hamas and the different things that's going on. You don't got no input on it. I mean, it's a lot of death going on. Well, I'm not. Yeah, we don't really care that they're dying. It's just the fact that we got something called Bible prophecy. Do you believe in the Bible? You do believe in the Bible. Now, if you were paying attention and you read the Bible, then you should be kind of excited about what's going on. You know why you should be excited? Because according to the Bible, let's get Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Look at Isaiah chapter 2 and verse number 4. You have something called the Jewish man, or a nation of people called the Jewish man, that was set in the land of Israel in 1948. Now, according to the Bible, brother, we would be the real Jews.
Right.
And again, like I said, they were placed in that land in 1948. By default, they're right now inhabiting your homeland. I mean, Isaiah 1:4. Right now, you have the so-called Jewish man in your homeland right now. How do you feel if someone just walked into your house, then took you out, raped, robbed, and murdered you, and your children, your descendants that came after you, now they're dwelling in that house? Wouldn't you want some type of justice for your descendants? You will want justice for your descendants. And that's how we feel. Because again, brother, according to the Bible, you would be an Israelite. Right? You wouldn't be a so-called black man, a nigger, a negro. You would be an Israelite according to the Bible. Let's read this, Isaiah 1:4.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 1, and verse number 4. A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forgotten, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. From one sole of the foot, even unto the head.
Talking about the so-called race of the black and Hispanic man. The whole head is sick, meaning our whole nation is at the bottom. At once upon a time, we was kings, rulers, princes, and governors over our own land. Now we're at the bottom of society under the white man in America. Right, you know?
From the sole of the foot, even unto the head.
Weakest link even to the strongest man in our nation, you know?
There is no soundness in it, all wounds and bruises.
Right?
Purifying swords, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. Your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire.
Our cities are burned with fire. Again, you had a point of time where when they captured us, they burned our cities. They took away our homeland. They raped and robbed our women, our children.
Right.
And these are different things that you can see in history that happened to the so-called black man. And again, it's all written up in the Bible. Right, you know?
Your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire. Your land and strangers devoured in your presence.
Read that again.
Your
Land is strangers devour in your
It
presence.
said our land and strangers are devouring it in our presence. The land of Israel, that's our land. You have the strangers in there right now just devouring it. Just them dropping bombs on it. I believe the land of Israel, I forgot the name of the city, but it's the number one capital of
Tel
homosexuality.
Aviv.
Yeah, Tel Aviv.
Pink City.
Right, Pink City. They have the top rate of the most homosexuals, yet that's supposed to be the holy land. And it said, just read it out the Bible, they defile our cities. They destroy our cities. Right, Israel, that's our homeland. And again, brother, you will be an Israelite according to the Bible. Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15. Now, do you know how we went from rulers and kings and judges to us being at the bottom of society? How do we go from that? Being a such strong people. No, I was asking, according to the Bible, I forgot the question you asked. But nevertheless, according to the Bible, you would be an Israelite. Now the question was, how do we get from being rulers and kings to the bottom of society? That's the question. Because again, at once upon a time, I'm pretty sure you're at the time, we was kings and queens in Africa, right? But how do we go from being kings and rulers to the bottom of society on the whole other side of the earth? What do we do to just have all hell break loose? Let's get Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Yep.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. For it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
If we didn't listen to God, then the Lord will send curses upon us. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing. So again, the Lord, he gave us laws, statutes, ordinances, and commandments that we have to keep, that we must keep.
That's right.
If we didn't keep these, we're going to go from being rulers and kings all the way to the bottom of society. Read the next verse.
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city.
One of the curses is that he's going to curse us in every city that we're in. Every major city, the so-called black and Hispanic man is going to be at the bottom. Strung out on drugs, right? At the bus stop, drunk, at the liquor store, our minds completely gone. These are curses in the city. Now, what nation of people go through these things in every major city that you see? Is it the white race? The Chinese race? Are they going through that, being drunk at a bus stop? Shooting up needles in their arm constantly? Is the Arab man shooting up the needle in his arm? Homeless? Or is it the so-called black and Hispanic? Yeah, it's everywhere. In every major city, you're gonna have all hell breaking loose with the so-called, or with the Israelites. The Lord called these people the Israelites. You know?
And cursed shall thou be in the field.
And the same thing is gonna, the same people, they're gonna be cursed in slave fields. What does it sound like being cursed in a field? What does that sound like? You imagine being cursed. Slaves. And who were slaves? Black and Hispanics. But we see that the Lord, he didn't call us slaves. The Lord called them the Israelites that we're reading about. Let's jump to verse 32.
Verse number 32. Right. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
So another curse, now like you said, slavery. Another curse is that our sons and our daughters are going to be given unto another people. Meaning they're going to be snatched away from us. Did that happen in slavery? To the so-called black man? They're going to be given to another people, sold to Master Johnson, right? Master Williams, Master Boyce. Like these different slave masters, they're going to take our women, our children, and we're never going to see him again. All these things are curses that was placed upon our people. Right, read.
And thy eyes shall look and bear with longing for them all the day long, and they shall have no might in thy hand.
And we didn't have any might in our hand to get them back. We didn't have our own army, right? Our own system to then bet against them and get our children back. No, we have to deal with it. You said what? You said mirrors and abortion? Well, yeah, that's another one. They take away our kids by having all these abortions, which is off. What did the Lord say have an abortion? Never. The Lord said in Exodus 20, thou shalt not kill.
It's madness.
Why you taking away your life?
Why would you pay for it too?
Yeah, that's all.
Why would you pay like
And again, that's all because it's the curses that's placed upon the Israelites.
Right.
These things are upon the Israelites. Now, if they happen to our people, or we're reading about it in the Bible, then who must we be according to the Bible? What's our true race? We're the Israelites.
Right.
The same thing that's happened to the Israelites is happening to us in 2023.
Right.
And it's prophesied that these things will happen in the future, which furthermore shows that we are the Israelites.
Right.
Brother, you're not a black man, an African American, right? A nigga. You are the real Israelite.
Right.
The so-called Jewish man that's over there in our land,
Right.
he's the fake Jew.
Right.
He's not the real deal, brother. You're the real deal.
Right. Right.
You're the real Jew, and you gotta take that with a smile on your face. You're actually God's chosen people. The same people that's getting bombed and getting them tortured, babies getting decapitated. That's not God's chosen people. Right, and the reason that they're going through that is because they're in your land. Let's get Genesis chapter 28, and verse number 16. Right, they don't even know that that land that they're in is a dreadful land. And again, another reason that they're going through that is because they're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be there, and the Lord is having all hell break loose. Right, read.
Here's the book of Genesis, chapter 28, and verse 16. And Jacob awakened out of his sleep, and he said, surely the Lord is in his place, and I knew it not.
Right.
And he was afraid, and said, how dreadful is this place?
Oh, what?
How dreadful is this place?
It's Jerusalem.
How dreadful is this place?
Jacob said, how dreadful is this place? And those Amalekites then got themselves in that place, now all hell breaking loose. Because that place is dreadful, because the spirit of the Most High dwells in you.
Right.
And again, brother, you're supposed to be dwelling there
Right.
in peace, right? With all your cattle, with your family, right? With your friends, with your brothers and your sisters. But what happened? We're in Babylon, we're in America, all because what? We sinned against our God.
Right.
Now, we came to this, it's like all these things happen to us because we sinned against the Lord. Now, how do we reverse the curse that's upon us? What do we have to do? If we broke the commandments and they got us put into slavery, then what should we do to reverse the curse? Well, look, if we broke the commandments and that got us put into slavery, then what action should we take in order to get back up? Remember, the commandments, we stop keeping them. Now we're at the bottom. Well, we have to keep the what? The commandments. We got to keep the commandments if we want to be back on top. Don't you want to be back on top? Let's get Lamentations chapter 5.
Teach Chuck.
And verse number 16.
Yuck, yuck.
All right, let's get Lamentations chapter 5 and verse number 16. All right. We want this crown back on our head.
Bring it out.
Right, we want that crown of gold that we once had back on our head. Let's read this.
Here's the book of Lamentations, chapter 5, and verse 16. The crown is falling off from our head.
The Lord said,
The crown is falling from our head.
right, so the Lord said the crown is falling off from our head. Brother, once upon a time we had crowns on. Now we got on snapbacks, fitties, do-rags,
Madness.
right, hoodies. But guess what? Back then we had crowns on our heads. With a gold scepter in our hand. Ruling the nations. Right, you know?
Woe unto us that we have sinned, for this is our heart is faint, for these things our eyes are dim.
Right, but these things our eyes are dim. Now we can't see the light.
At all.
But guess what? The light, the Lord is back. He's giving it to us. Now we're about to give you a few commandments that you can start keeping right now.
Right.
That you can put forth your brick in order to building up your own people. Let's go to the book of Leviticus or Deuteronomy, whatever. Chapter 1.